Well, good morning, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, fishing accomplices, and welcome back to fishing. So it is crack of dawn right now, and we are switching things up to freshwater. Doing a trip upstate for the next few days, visiting family, but getting a little bit of time to fish in the morning. So that is what we're doing today. To keep things brief, we're looking for some lake trout, or any kind of trout, or any kind of fish, really. This particular lake I'm fishing right now, I've not fished it for, speak, close to 2 years, but there could be some serious action here if you get on the right bite. So this one could really go either way, but we're going to be mainly deep jigging, working drop-offs, ledges, any kind of structure we can find, anywhere from like probably 30 to 70 feet of water, and anywhere in between. But very electronics heavy, looking for marks in the bottom or anywhere, schools of bait, etc. Drop it down, jig, or just straight retrieval up and hopefully get on some action. So without further ado, that's what we got for you. Please stay tuned because we're about to get some fishing accomplished. I could be mistaken, but it looks like we're already marking some signs of life along this drop-off. So we're going to throw this Elias Mackinaw shad. We're going to fish a 1/2 ounce jig head and just see if anything is actually working this ledge. And down we go. Okay, so a little added context. This was a particularly tough trip of fishing for me. I didn't come up here just to fish. I'd been planning to see some family once the school year was over, and these are some lakes that I have fished in the past, though I've never had as much of a challenge getting into fish as I did during these couple days of fishing. And I fished both earlier in the summer and later in the summer than I am right here, right now. I don't know what made it so difficult. Maybe it's because of the heat wave that we've had. I was definitely marking very warm temperatures on the surface, 75, even up to sub 80, like 78, 79 surface temps. So I don't know if maybe that kind of turned the fish off. A lot of the fish that I did mark during this trip were very tight to the bottom, and I had a lot of trouble making them bite. I could from time to time make it happen, but it was difficult. Additionally, if I did mark fish in the middle, they were very tricky to make bite as well. The only exception to this was when I marked a school of bait, which was not particularly common in this first lake I was fishing, but when it did happen, it did work. I don't know. I tried a lot of different methods. I tried a lot of different areas, shallower along drop-offs, deep parts of the bottom, and everywhere in between. And it was just not happening for me this trip. But I tried to salvage something, so here it is for you. Huge school of bait. And it looks like there's some Lakers on the bottom potentially. So we're at the bottom first and work our way back up. There he is. Finally. Took long enough. Find the bait, find the fish. Ooh. Like to get a look at this fish. Big old Laker. he goes. That might be one of my best out of this lake, but I don't know, it's been a while. Nope, not ready.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Now he knows the seriousness of what's up right now. Come on. Oh jeez, I'm on him. All right. Ooh, nice fish. Nice. Had to work for him, but that's definitely a good way to start the day. I'm gonna try him. I think you already shook the hook, so that's good. Quick measure, quick pick, quick release. Oh God. It's a heavy one. Just get that out of the way. Yeah, it's about 28, so he's up there with my best from this lake. Hard to hold on to these fish. Whatever, he took off, so that's fine. Okay, solid 29-inch laker. Got him under a school of bait, just, you know, dropping and ripping it back up. Took a while to get him. I mean, we've been looking deep, we've been looking shallow. It's been tough, but that gave me some hope that we can get on some more fish before this day is over. I'm not going to be out here all day, but I'd like to basically fish the morning before it gets too hot out. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, so I wish I could have found more schools of bait like I did for that fish, but they were few and far between in this lake on this particular day, at least ones that I encountered. And my bad with the way that fish got away. He kind of flopped as I was just finishing up that picture, but I tried to keep him out as little as possible. They are hard to hold on to, and I didn't want to put a death grip on the fish or obviously handle its gills at this point. So fortunately, it looks like he swam away pretty quickly without any real issue, but obviously if he didn't, I would have kept him. But after that fish, I tried to work all over, deep and shallow, and really couldn't make anything bite. That is not until just as I was about to get out, I started marking some fish close to the bottom, and I switched up the strategy bit and did get on some fish. Fish are here, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm marking fish. I know what it looks like when you see a lake trout on the fish finder, but I just can't really make them bite, so trying everything we can kind of consider as a possibility. Throwing some Procure on there, see if that makes any kind of difference. Not terribly optimistic, but I suppose it's worth a shot. Got him. No. Oh, finally. Let's end on a good note. Certainly lake trout. I marked this fish and then lost him, couldn't find him, and then I don't want to call it trolling, but, you know, moving around, really trying to get back on top of them. It's been a tough bite today. Yeah, he's all tangled. No, he's not. He's just acting weird. Got a messed up eye. Sorry, buddy. Tough fishing today. It's not that we can't find the fish. I mean, I'm marking a lot of them, you know, relatively speaking. Like, there's one right here, 50 over 60. It's not a matter of finding them, just making them bite. I know a lot of you like to encourage, at least my past videos, to, you know, rip these things from the bottom back up to the surface, but I find that these, you know, bottom dwelling fish, that it's kind of 50-50 at best. I've certainly, you know, tried. And 2 of the hits we did have were on that kind of presentation, but those were fish that we marked either feeding on a school of bait or just in the middle of the water column. So these bottom dwelling fish, it's like the only thing that I can do to make them bite is just stay in their face forever, and even then it's not a guarantee. So I'm gonna give this maybe like another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. And I have a feeling this is gonna be a 2-part video where we pick up the next spot tomorrow, but hopefully not. Hopefully we get into a flurry of action right now. Oh my God, jeez. What'd I tell you? Just get it down the bottom and just keep it in their face. Guess this is what we should have been doing the whole time. Not doing much. I don't even know if he knows he's hooked. Not very big, I don't think. What's up, buddy? Easy, easy. Doing that lake trout death spiral. I really apologize, buddy. Certainly not the easiest fish in the world to handle. All right, welcome back. So yeah, we are back at it, still in the Finger Lakes. I'm guessing this is part 2 of a video series. Yeah, we're in a different lake right now, very similar to the one we were fishing yesterday, but slightly different conditions, a few different species. Ultimately, we're gonna do the same tactics that we were doing yesterday, and take some of the things we learned from yesterday's session as well. So I'm hoping we can get on a good Laker bite, potentially some other stuff as well, but enough talk. Let's get into some action. Okay, while we make our way to our first spot, I'm pretty thirsty. It's been very humid, so let's not wait. Let's dive right in. Seltzer review of the day, or of the video. And we are upstate, which is Wegmans country, so we have a Wegmans mixed beverage. Sparkling water. For whatever reason, they're not calling it seltzer. Well, it's definitely big on flavor. If you like berry stuff, then definitely check this out. I'm not the biggest berry seltzer aficionado, but this certainly gets the job done. So refreshment achieved, hydration status. So definitely check this out if you are into the berry seltzer. But let's see if we can check out some lake trout action at this point. All right, we're gonna start things off working this drop off. It's about 40 feet, marking some bait and what looks like some fish. So this is a different lake than where we were fishing yesterday, but very similar, almost identical fish species. So let's see what we can do. There, over a nice cloud of bait. And we learned yesterday that was one of the surefire recipes to success. Got him. That didn't take long. What is it? We're not going to find out. Something small. Is this a fish? Yeah, we got another one. Smallmouth bass. All right. Well, I'm not going to complain. They're all spawned up. No. It snapped. Yeah, that was my fault. I shouldn't have leader grabbed that fish. I'm fishing 6-pound test. Not to mention I should have checked my knots. I haven't done so today, but we're going to see if we can find that school of bait again and get on some more fish. I've seen bass mixed in with the lake trout before, and with that many fish or with that much bait around, there certainly could be some other fish around too. So let's work it again, see what we can do. So similar to the first half of this video, this was also a very challenging day on this particular lake, but in a different way. In this particular lake, it wasn't so much that I was finding fish that wouldn't bite. It's that I wasn't really finding that many fish. And when I did find fish and got a lure in front of them, I generally had a pretty good chance of making them hit. I couldn't necessarily tell if it's what I was looking for because there was a lot of carp jumping around. So I feel like a lot of the fish I was marking were carp, but there were some Lakers, you know, in the middle or even the bottom. They would hit from time to time. My hookup rate wasn't terribly good on this particular day. Additionally, I was finding some other stuff that was biting as well, such as that smallmouth in the beginning and what we're about to see here. That's something. Something small. Bass. Perch. Wow, that is a monster perch. Oh my god. Oh my god. You are very lucky I'm not cleaning fish. It's one of the few things I would have kept if I really felt like it. Good god, that's up there with my PB. That hump head. 14.5-inch perch. Unreal. Dino perch. So you got a, oh, what are you? Ate something like a little goby maybe. Dino perch. I'm letting this guy go, but that is a true accomplishment right there. Oops. See ya. All right, dinosaur perch. That probably explains some of these smaller hits we're getting, but whatever, I'll take it. I'd rather catch a 14.5-inch perch than a 14.5-inch lake trout. It's much more of an accomplishment, even if it's not necessarily what we're trying to catch. But let's just see if there's anything hanging out in these, you know, 30 to 50 / 60 foot depths, because I am marking fish from time to time. Go. Fine. Oh, come on. There he is. Jeez, that was close. Better late than never, I suppose. So that second morning was equally challenging on that second lake. So I had one more morning to fish, and I decided to give the first lake another go because I felt like I was a bit more dialed into what could work there. Unfortunately, this day was very, very challenging, and I ultimately only really had one hit. I had some issues with my fish finder transducer in the morning, some stuff that I was able to work out, but I was just not having it. But I did manage to get one surprise fish, but it just did not really go my way. Left it down there. I don't think this is a lake trout. Maybe it's a lake trout, I don't know. This morning has been a struggle. It's a largemouth. Largemouth in about 30 feet of water. Quite the eclectic mix of fish this trip. Nice 2-pounder. So that was about it for this stretch of fishing. Not my best action in these lakes or in the Finger Lakes in general or freshwater, but I was happy to get a little change of scenery, and as you can see, the scenery is quite beautiful. So even if I didn't get the fish, it was nice to be on the water. It's very quiet. Even when there was people in the water, it was pretty pleasant. So sorry I couldn't get the crazy fishing that I was hoping to get, but I do have, I hope, one more freshwater stretch up there. I will be fishing different lakes, but hopefully we can get into some good trout action or anything for that matter. But thanks for checking it out. I'll catch you next one. Goodbye from fishing.